Tribunal releases outcome of petition of February 25 presidential election winner.
It is human to feel cheated or having the short end of the stick. But one who is not declared a winner at any of the electoral contests, such emotions, however grim, does not justify bringing the roof down, the roof of our nation. The reason is simple, that in such an eventuality, that aggrieved person may not be spared.
Tribunal releases outcome of petition of February 25 presidential election winner. We want to look at how this happened, how Nigerian presidential election petitions are typically handled. Presidential election petitions in Nigeria are legal challenges brought before the courts by aggrieved parties who believe that there were irregularities, violations of electoral laws, or other issues that affected the outcome of a presidential election. These petitions are a crucial part of Nigeria's democratic process as they provide a mechanism for resolving disputes and upholding the rule of law. The reason for this explanation we came with is so that Nigerians may learn and judge whether or not our justice system is reliable and the one anyone can depend on for our true justice. Nigerians home and in diaspora have waited for outcome of petition of February 25 presidential election winner up till now. The three horses in quote with their case at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal are Bola Ahmed Tinubu, now President of Nigeria of All Progressives Congress, Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party, and Peter Obi, presidential candidate of Labour Party. We will learn whether or not the court jumped processes in determining the true winner of the February 25 presidential election. Here is an overview of how Nigerian presidential election petitions are typically handled. 1. Filing of petition. The petitioner, usually a candidate who contested the presidential election, his or her political party or another interested party, files a petition with the appropriate election tribunal within a specified period after the election. The petition must state the grounds for challenging the election, provide evidence to support the claims, and name the respondents, which typically include the elected president, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), and the other relevant parties. 2. Constitution of election tribunals. Special election tribunals are constituted to hear and determine presidential election petitions. These tribunals consist of judges with experience in electoral matters and are separate from the regular court system. 3. Preliminary proceedings. After the petition is filed, the tribunal conducts preliminary hearings to determine its validity and whether it meets the legal requirements for a presidential election petition. The respondents have the opportunity to respond to the allegations raised in the petition. 4. Presentation of evidence. The petitioner presents evidence to support their claims, which may include witness testimonies, documentary evidence, and the expert opinions. The respondents also have the opportunity to present their evidence and counter the petitioner's claims. 5. Legal arguments. Legal arguments are presented by the parties involved, including their counsel. These arguments are based on interpretation of relevant electoral laws and the legal precedents. 6. Tribunal's decision. After considering all the evidence and the legal arguments, the election tribunal delivers its judgment. The tribunal may declare the election as valid, order a rerun in specific areas, or nullify the election altogether if it finds substantial irregularities that affected the outcome. The tribunal's decision can be appealed to higher courts, such as Court of Appeal and ultimately the Supreme Court of Nigeria. 7. Supreme Court review. If the parties involved are dissatisfied with the decision of the Court of Appeal, they can appeal to the Supreme Court, which has the final say on presidential elections. The Supreme Court's decision is binding and cannot be appealed further, making it the ultimate arbiter in such cases. 8. Swearing in of the president. This is where the fault is. The major concern by Nigerians, because it is clear that Tribunal Court jumped the part and only the court knew why, making the claim valid. Please pay attention to the following details. In the event of a presidential election being nullified, a new election may be ordered and the inauguration of the president-elect is typically postponed until the legal process is concluded. So far, we all know that the court did not give justice before the inauguration of President Bola Tinubu. One may argue since the court did not nullify the election to conduct a fresh election, the inauguration of President Tinubu was valid. The answer is no. The court of Nigeria's 180 days process is lawful. Let us remember that former President Buhari, in their efforts to make All Progressives Congress APC retain power, extended the presidential election petition days to 180 days. It was initially below 45 days or 45 days thereabout. This extension is so that inauguration and the swearing in of their candidate cannot wait. The warning of Justice Mary Odini to Nigerians could be that opposite of what the obedience are expecting is coming out, and they presumably that nothing has changed since aggrieved call to presidential candidates as Atiku Abubakar and the Peter Obi sued President Bola Tinubu to court. Watch.
This colloquium and book launch in honor of Chief Kyari Gazama upon the attainment of 25 years as the senior advocate of Nigeria is an epochal achievement. It is no doubt appropriate that the theme is, quote, the Nigeria of our dreams, a call to the patriots. I say so in the light of the prevailing situation in Nigeria as a result of the 2023 general elections, which has generated a lot of storm, necessitating the conversation which we are about to indulge in, as there seems to be moves to throw the nation into chaos or conflagration. These may be brought about by some individuals and groups who, fanning the embers of hatred, bigotry, and tribalism, fail to see the possible outcomes of the utterances without caution that are being thrown around. It is human to feel cheated or having the short end of the stick, but one who is not declared a winner at any of the electoral contests, such emotions, however grave, does not justify bringing the roof down, the roof of our nation. The reason is simple, that in such an eventuality, that aggrieved person may not be spared, as the commotion that would ensue would be like an unguided missile which could land anywhere and upon anyone. Therefore, in ventilating our points of view and facts at the electoral tribunals or other courts, a sense of responsibility from all parties is demanded. The situation does not call for the blackmail of the judges or the posting of speculatory hypotheses, giving them such a life of their own, which run riot and accepted by the hapless and innocent in the society as the truth. Knowing the quality of participants at this colloquium, and I am happy those who are well equipped in litigation matters or electoral disputes. Chief Olonekweku is a master, and our Attorney General recently sworn in. These are experts. I am confident that having such persons here, including our chief host, Chief J.K. Gazama, there is confidence that at the end of the day, a resetting of the mind will be taking place, and we will keep things in perspective in the full knowledge that elections are seasonal and litigations relating thereto of the same bed. And so, when the seasons are gone, the courts get back to their natural and regular duties of adjudication regarding the affairs and rights of all persons, irrespective of their status in life. J.K. Gazama, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has called us to this discourse, lest we forget our past recent happenings in our country and the need for a restoration of the ethos and the values for which the founding fathers had set in motion as guide to all of us, young and old, irrespective of the positions we occupy in the society. We all have to get our acts together and rebuild our nation.
Please like and share this video and subscribe to Kibri's Got Talent if you haven't subscribed. Thank you.